thought I'd try and share some thoughts before I lose the light here. I might look a little rough. I kind of feel a little rough lately. I was planning on just taking off from Vancouver, but I've been holed up for a couple of weeks just resting, and every day I don't feel any more rested than the day before, but eventually here I'm going to have to just suck it up and move on. So, I don't know, I was thinking about this idea I have about having many wives and how it's probably like really throwing some people off, but I mean, it's not unheard of. And I know that a number of cult leaders, do that kind of thing, and then they, from what I've seen, they have kids just to have more children with their children, and that's all fucked up, and that's not at all what I have in mind. And I was just thinking about a scenario in my mind where I was talking with somebody else about, two wives that I have that they had a problem with for whatever reason because I married them, and they were maybe a little young or something. Now this hasn't happened. This is just a thought in my head, right, about one of the possible scenarios that could happen. Because I mean, if you want to ask me any advice, I know one thing for sure: shit happens, and I'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, so this guy had a problem with however I met these two wives that I had, and that thought that this scene was inappropriate, and I ended up explaining to the guy that these are just two of like 27 wives that I have of various ages and races around the world, right? Like, so whatever you think, you don't even know what you're talking about, so mind your own business kind of thing. And my perspective is it's all comes from a place of love, but I also say, why should I marry one woman only and deny the others that love, which is the same love I'm offering for myself? So this is another aspect of it. Like, they would be all different because they're all different people, right? But I would be the same. I would be the one thing that would remain a constant, right? So I wouldn't try to change to be one way with another than with the other. I would try to remain myself. And some things would be different with each of them. I'm let's not get too adult material here. So hold on a sec. Okay, I just had to think about what I was talking about, because I wanted to go back to what I was saying about shit happens, because it's all connected to my thought processes, that I'm coming from a place of love, but I'm coming from a place of like true love that lasts forever, right? So in my concept of marriage, it's not necessarily what the world looks at as legal marriage, right? But that's obviously something we can do also. But in my marriage, there's no divorce, right? It's the original marriage that was eternal. So when it comes to loving somebody, I used to have boundaries that ended up being the detriment of the relationship. What that means is I drew a line in the sand, and the person knew from the start that if they wanted to leave, that was all they had to do, and they did it. So they left. So part of loving somebody is staying, because I've been the third party in another situation. Like, I've been the other man, and it's not something I planned to happen, but like I said, shit happens. And that was a great person, and I wish her happiness. I hope she's happy. And it was kind of like, obviously we were behind the scenes, right, trying to keep it quiet, but she had ultimately to make a choice, and she chose him, and all we can do is live with the consequences of our decisions, right? So, like I said, I wish her well. She was wonderful lady, and so back to the wedding thing, or the wives, is like, I can't control what other people do, so all I can say is I won't be divorcing anybody, and that I won't be signing any divorce papers. That being said, though, if they decide to, like, if I'm not into open relationships, I'm talking about marriage, and I'm talking about real vows and real commitment, but not being able to control other people's actions. If they should, something should come about, and they should, cheat or whatever, or something arises and they find themselves in this other situation, I'd have to remain their husband and still love them. And I'm sure, like, was it Hugh Hefner had many wives, Now, he was a wise man, because he picked specifically, Playboy bunnies. Like, that guy is nuts, right? But he made his own world the way he wanted it. And I don't know exactly how he got everything he wanted, but, King Solomon is more where I'm vibing with, because he realized that many wives is a wealth of its own, right? I mean, not only do you have love, you have abundant love, like, and if everybody can get along, it can be really beautiful. But like, it's a greater, like a larger family setting, so kids and stuff like that, it'd be different, right? It'd be getting used to everybody, but it'd be whatever we make it, because that's what this is all about, writing your own story. And yeah, I'll probably clean up sometime in the next couple days, but blessings, everyone. Ladies, I'm really serious about marrying more than one wife, so you can make your desires known, whatever, email me, it's in my YouTube or whatever. Serious applicants only, because I'm really tired of people, playing games, I guess. Later.